You don't have to be confident. You have to be brave. It's an incredible process these videos are. I just had such a wild, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful morning. And it's raining here in Italy on this horse farm. Where do I begin? Hello, Rafi. I wanted to come up here and share this video now that things have kind of settled down. And I just got here, I arrived, and the process of making these videos is literally I stood right there, I found my center, I opened up to the divine and I said, what's the message? And they give me the first line. My angels, my guides, my divine team. I say, what's the best message for the highest good of those who find this video? And it's, you don't have to be confident, you have to be brave. And so when I reflect on that message, I look at, what got me here to this moment where I love how it comes together, because of all the things that I've been processing. Monkey's joining us now. Hi, monkey. This morning. So I had no idea I was going to Switzerland tomorrow. I realized I was going soon, but time and space have been really, really not real. And I mean, no, they're not real, but also time just kind of flies and merges when you're on a farm. Well, hello, Maisie. Maisie's Prego. Petya, the mule. Rafi's the one that's the multicolor. Monkey here. We have Kalinki up there. Halo over there. And so I'm going to Switzerland tomorrow, and that was like a lot to process. I was like, oh wow, I wasn't really expecting to, leave the country so soon. It's all good. Like, I love the adventure. I'm going for a wedding. One of my cousins is getting married in France, and my family is, a lot of them they're from Switzerland, and so some of my family from the States are coming, and I'm really, really excited. My aunt and my cousin were super close. We've had past lives together. It's like, we're super tight. So it'll be great to see them. I'm so excited. But then I was like, wow, I'm really sad. Like, I'm going to miss it here. And if you guys know my story, I already did the sad goodbye for the farm, and I was supposed to be traveling, going to Norway right now. Well, I was going to go to the wedding and then go to Norway, but my van broke down and brought me back here. And so now I'm here, staying in the house, sometimes staying in the van, sometimes really waiting until I get back from Switzerland and France to find someone who can fix the van. But van lifers come to this horse farm in Italy because we accept van life volunteers and van lifers for a night or two. And so a lot of people are mechanically gifted. So some people are taking a look at my van. Maybe they'll be able to fix it, which would be wonderful. And some were saying last night, like, it could be such a cheap fix, because they did take a look. And so I knew, it took a while to make the decision, but I knew that I had to just tow it here. I knew I meant to be here. And the fact that we're saving Ladybug, okay, so Ladybug, if you guys know, she is a horse here on this farm who has wobblers, is gonna, if we didn't do what we're doing right now, raising this money to save her, me and you, then she would have been sold to become meat, whether by this owner or if this owner sold her to another breeder and then the breeder found out that she has wobblers. Like, either way, she would have become meat. And so we've raised over 4,000 euro, I saw this morning, and I put in the offer yesterday with the owner's dad, with our Italian speaking girl here, and I'm an anonymous buyer because he didn't want to sell to this farm. And so I don't know, we'll see what he says. He wants 9,000. I offered 3,000, and so we have that cushion of 4,000 right now to move up if we have to. But we kind of explained to him, like, the buyer knows about horses a bit, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I can't wait to just finalize that and have officially saved Ladybug so that she can stay here on this farm and live out her life and not be suffering pushing out babies and live a painful quick death or like painful life and then have a quick death when she doesn't need to do that. She can have a happy, healthy-ish life, like with her condition. And so many of us have conditions where we just, we deserve to live, even though we're dealing with certain things. Hers was an insect-borne disease that potentially caused the wobblers, West Nile for her. And with my history of Lyme disease that caused other conditions that I've lived with, I just feel for her. And I feel for everybody who's going through something. And I want to, I guess, touch on that is that just because you're going through something doesn't mean that you can't follow your dreams or you can't go for your dreams. Sometimes the cure for things is just following your heart and going for the thing. Like, I've talked about this before, but like, I didn't realize that, getting a puppy, like I was so called to get Arlo, I didn't realize that that would cure a lot of my symptoms compared to all the treatments I was doing. And a lot of that comes down to neuroplasticity and brain retraining and like focusing on something else rather than like repeating the loops of illness. And a lot of illness is just repetition and memory within the nervous system and a dysregulated nervous system. And so when we follow our heart and we live in the most optimal timeline and do the things that are fulfilling and happy and joyful and playful and, fulfilling our curiosity, when we do those, we regulate our nervous system in a lot of ways. And with a regulated nervous system, we are able to rest and digest and heal. Boom. So sometimes the healthiest thing that you can do for yourself is follow your heart. I remember sitting in the IV chair one time, and we're going to get to the original message, but all this is coming out, so let's go with it. I remember sitting in the IV chair one time when I was doing my treatments for Lyme and mold and all that. Bonjour. That's a joke that we have because I was doing Duolingo one time with one of my friends here, and if you do Duolingo, sometimes you listen to a conversation, like learning a new language is Duolingo. They have all the different languages you can learn, and they were having this conversation, and it's always like pretty flirty, and when you're like deciding what they're talking about in the conversation, and so it opened up by saying, "Oh, bonjour." And then it was talking about this guy pretending to be a doctor and how he has fancy pants and a nice house. And so our joke on the farm is like, "Oh, bonjour." So whenever something applies, we say that. So if you ever hear me say that, that's why. Sitting in the IV chair, and I had a ticket open to go to New Zealand, and it was like a one-way ticket. I was like, I gotta go. Like, my heart is really calling me to go. And I feel like everything's just going to be okay when I go and I just travel. Like, my heart being a Sagittarius moon and whatnot, just also having my soul contracts and the things that I came here to Earth to do. I felt that calling, but I wasn't in a place where I understood the process of just following your calling and everything else falling into place. And I was like, well, this IV chair, it's not working. It's expensive. That year I spent over $400,000 in treatment. Hi, Anya. Pretty girl. Hi, baby. One of my guides' name is Anya, and she's kind of, that's my phone, majestic, like this beautiful horse. So I kind of feel like this horse watches over me here. I'm cool. I'm happy that I got to, it's cool that I got to, and I'm happy that I got to share that with you guys and share Anya with her. I kind of clicked that the other day. I was like, wow, she really does feel kind of like a manifestation of one of my angels or guides. And so anyway, I wasn't in the place then to follow my heart and to do that, but it's all coming together in the message now. But then I finally found, like, I don't have to be confident. I felt that it's really starting to rain. I felt that I would have been confident to make that decision to sell everything and go travel and follow my heart if I was healthy, if I was completely abundant, if I had everything, set. I thought then was when I would follow my heart and my dreams. And then I realized it's not about being confident and having everything in place and having everything make sense. It's about being brave. And it takes bravery to follow your heart. Is it a 4-leaf clover? Is it a 4-leaf fucking clover? Oh my God! You guys! I've been looking for one for so long. This message is meant to be. I love this. Okay. It takes bravery to go for what your heart is telling you to go for. You're meant to follow your heart. And that's it. You're meant to follow those callings, that curiosity, that joy. And to trust that is to be brave. And you don't have to be super confident about it. You just have to know that you're doing the process of trusting yourself. And that's going to look a lot like people in your life saying, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Have you lost it? It's going to look a lot like the universe kind of, not that it's testing you, but your field is adjusting. So you're going to have opportunities to say, no, actually, I'm scared. I'm going to go back into my old way, into my old patterns, into this way of like just being controlled and restricted and living in lack and fear and control. Again, control. Or you're going to be brave and you're going to take one step towards that life that you want. And you're going to make the commitment. When I when I bought my ticket to Italy, I was like, holy shit. Like, it took just that one step, that one push of a button to change my whole life. And now I'm living on a horse farm in Italy, saving a horse. And also, by the way, I didn't tell you, but why this morning was so crazy is we had puppies. So we found that one of the dogs here was pregnant. It was a surprise because she was meant to get spayed right after her first cycle, and instead she got pregnant. She had puppies this morning. So we have day-old puppies, and I get to help with the process of taking care of them. But I'm leaving the country. But I'll be back in a week. So that's also why I'm really sad, because I love babies, baby animals. Humans are still a little strange to me. And so I wouldn't be here in this moment making this video, holding a 4-leaf clover in the rain with these horses, if I didn't just decide that I was going to be brave. It took a lot, because a lot of people were like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you quitting your job? Why are you stopping your treatments? Why are you not eating gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, nightshade-free, soy-free? My doctor. You know, there were so many people who did not understand why I was doing this. And now I'm like, I don't want to say that I'm like happy. I'm very happy, but that's not enough. I'm fulfilled. And you will only ever be fulfilled if you follow your soul's calling and you follow your heart. And how do you follow your heart? You go into your heart space and you say, what is it for me? What is the life for me? And then you choose that no matter what. Even if it doesn't make sense. The mind will not understand fully. You have to trust your heart equally. The mind gets to choose, the heart knows, the soul knows. And so when you can bring equal, not valid, what is the word? They're equally important. When you can bring that kind of importance to both of them and use them both as a tool, choose with your mind, use your free will and choose, and use your soul to guide you, then you have the happiest, most fulfilling life. And it might not look like what you thought it was going to look like. That was the other part of this. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Yes. I was pretty emotional when I was holding these new puppies this morning with the mom. I was just like, first of all, thank you for trusting me, to the mom. And second of all, this is exactly what I wanted when I was a kid. I wanted to have horses. I wanted to be around animals. I wanted to live on a farm. I wanted to travel. And a few years ago, what I thought I wanted was a mansion on the beach in California with bleach blonde hair. Because we're a product of our surroundings. It's really raining. If we don't realize that we're not living completely in our heart space, we soak up other people's energies, other people's thoughts. We don't even realize it. You can go to a restaurant and order something and then realize, like, why am I having, maybe you don't realize, but no, you might be having like some depressing thoughts. And it could be because that waitress is having a bad day. We pick up things from other people. And so you have to find yourself in this chaos, in this world. And so when I realized this morning that I was living my little girl's dream, my inner child's dream, and why I was like, why does this all feel so fulfilling? You know, like I'm often like covered in mud and dirt and dog poop and horse shit, and but why do I love this so much? It's because it's what my soul wants, and my soul I need like an umbrella. My soul knew this as a kid because we have less conditioning, less control within our mind and our ability to think freely. And so even if I did stay in California and become super rich and buy a mansion and see the ocean every day from my mansion, I wouldn't have been fulfilled as this, doing what my soul wants. And so you have to be brave, not necessarily ready, not necessarily confident. Just choose that this is the path that you want and that you're going to trust it. This was the sign that you were meant to watch this. I'm so happy to have found this. It's not that I say, when the time is right, make it so that I see a 4-leaf clover. And it has been since 2021 on New Year's Day. I got out of the hospital and I had a near-death experience from dehydration, from doing too many treatments. And I had done one of my liver and gallbladder cleanses after doing a juice cleanse, and I was doing all these supplements, and I was doing IV therapy, and I had such low sodium that the doctor was like, I'm surprised you're not dead. I lost my ability to speak, to walk, to talk. Well, speak and talk. Let's go to the bathroom. Like I was laying there and I was bleeding out, not like deathly bleeding out, but like they put the IV in wrong and I couldn't tell them because I couldn't speak. And I was watching myself bleed out, and this was during COVID still, so no one could be with me. And I was like, I didn't think I was ready to die yet. I was like, I thought I had more to live for. And then the next day, well, that night I went home, and the guy that I was dating at that time for almost 4 years, he wanted me to drink for New Year's. And I was like, I just got out of the hospital. I was like, I just like almost died. And it was actually, so it was New Year's Eve. And I sat down, which is a very special day to me. I sat down and I watched the sunset by myself on the beach because we were in an argument. I was like, this is not what I want. Like, you're not even listening to what I just went through. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I can't do treatment. This isn't the life that I want. I don't want to like just be trying to heal all the time, but feeling worse and almost killing myself. And then I looked down and I found a 4-leaf clover, and I knew everything was going to be okay. That was the year that relationship ended. That was the year that I stopped doing treatment so hardcore and really started to build my life back. It's the year that I got Arlo, and yeah, it was really special, and I felt like this meant a lot on that day. It gave me a beacon of hope, and so I hope that this gives you that too, that whatever you're going through right now, as difficult as it might be, as trapped as you might feel, I have like dog hair in my mouth, you're gonna get out of it. It's gonna be just fine. And I'm really happy that we could share this moment together in the rain. So I'm going to go dry off and check in with the puppies and pack and go see the vet. One of the girls here got kicked by a horse during feeding time. All the horses here are lovely, but she had to go to the hospital today. So I've kind of been running around trying to do everything while they're gone, and like take the lead, take one for the team. So I'm gonna do that and pack and get ready for Switzerland tomorrow. So next time you see me, I'll probably be in Switzerland. Unless I record one more video so I have something to upload tomorrow. But maybe I'll record something on the train. Who knows? But I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. I appreciate you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. What should we say? I think we should still say long live Ladybug because we're still in the process of saving her. And so if you want to leave a comment, say long live Ladybug. And if you want to sign up for a program, we have Divine Guidance about Rewire Your Mind. If you want to work with me, if you want to donate to Saving Ladybug, I'll link that all below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.